this will be our one-up video. What I've got for you is some theoretic pulse technology. Here we have a test-gen piston extender which just reverts some dust, and it's completely stable, not directional, which is weird because something like this should really be directional if it does something as interesting like this. But basically, if you have a butted piston with some power, you can kind of really pull it. And the reason this happens is because I'll just use redstone block 2 to represent block 36. If a piston gets some power before it gets converted to block 36, it gets into this weird state. And if I just have a butt powered piston here, and if I deactivate this piston, first this piston will get converted into this state. It will update this piston, then this piston will get converted into this state, then it might do some other updates, and at some point it decides that this piston should now be converted from this state into this state. And when it does that, it actually pulls the block. So if this one pulls the block, this piston will for sure be in this state, because this one gets first into this state, so it also gets first into this state. It's actually very clean, the update ordering right there, and therefore it can pull the piston, and this trivializes a lot of test-gen piston technology, because normally you need some kind of repeater comparator update timing, which is generally a lot weirder and complicated to figure out. Yeah, you can also do it this way, but comparator and repeater update timing is kind of weird. But if we can get this effect, we can also get a lot of other effects. For example, what we could do is that if you do this happens in a lot of flying machines. If you update this piston will extend for 1.5 ticks and then retract for 1.5 ticks, but it actually is instantly depowered, because as soon as we start pushing, this redstone block will no longer be there, and then it would be actually instantly should it retract, and if we update it, it will actually instantly retract. But while it's doing something like this, it's in a powered state, but it's kind of in a butted state, and so you can pull it just like that, and then you get a weird effect like that you pull and extend a piston at the same time, and you don't. This is almost trivial, and using this kind of technology you can make piston with 3 heads and 4 heads and 2 heads and all that stuff without comparators and repeaters, and that just makes things generally a lot easier, I would say. So for example, what you could do, you could butt a piston, then you could make a 0 tick delay, and after a 0 tick delay you update the piston and you cut the wire, something like this. Okay, you pull this, and then after another 0 tick delay you pull him out, because when he's in a state where he's extending but he's not yet updated, so it's kind of a butted piston, and then you can do something like this, and when you get this kind of thing, and when you just need to push in another piston, we'll put a 0 tick repeater here, and then you can push in another piston, and then you already have this, and you don't need any comparators and repeaters, so you can do everything within one game tick, and you can do everything with clean update ordering. So this makes piston with 3 heads and 4 heads a lot easier, basically, because you could also extend this update ordering, so you also butt this piston and then pull him out while he's extending and then push in another piston. This is just a lot easier than all the other stuff I've done. And it's really weird that something like this is stable. Yeah. That's basically